Hey everybody, welcome to Broadcast episode 2. It's Taylor.
And Marissa.
And I'm still sick, apparently. Well, not actually sick, but still sniffly. Just because I woke up, not like recently, but enough that for some reason my nose has decided that it's going to impair my speaking. Because it's like 11:30 a.m. And since we're adults, we're already drinking soda, because we can make our own decisions.
We are board-certified adults, okay?
Yeah, you know what? If the law says I'm an adult, I can drink Coke at 11:30 a.m. That's fine. Yeah, that's... So, okay, first of all, Craigslist this week was a wild ride. And the reason I bring that up is because I just clicked over to the window on my computer. I just clicked over to the Google Chrome window and was mildly traumatized by the picture that was attached to one of the Craigslist ads. So I feel like we need to jump right into the Craigslist of the week because I don't want to suffer alone.
Let's do it.
So here's the one that has the picture attached that I'm not going to send to you because I don't want to look at it anymore. So here's the title. Ready? Are you lactating? What will it take to worship your breasts? I'm looking for a lactating lady that will let me worship her milk-filled breasts. No sex, all caps, by the way. Just let me watch your milk squirts. Maybe be squirted. I'm 50, 6 foot, 240. I'm very clean and very respectful of boundaries. I'll come to you, or you come to me, or we can meet in a hotel. We can meet in public first to get to know each other. Let's talk more.
How did he spell cum? I gotta know.
Honestly, he spelled it correctly.
Oh, so he really... Okay, so no sex, but I want to know his intentions. Like, he just wants to jack off while watching her.
His thing, under his, like... You know how they give the stats or whatever? It's like, where it's like body average, height, 6 feet, whatever. Oh, yeah. It says breast worshiper and lactation lover.
Okay. Wow.
So I don't know. Yeah, and there's 3 pictures attached of various women.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm not going to put that in the link dump because I value our viewers, and I don't want anybody to have to go through that.
The weird thing is like, you know, obviously we know sex ed isn't amazing, but when I realized that it wasn't just like a hole on each nipple and it's like, you know, a couple different holes.
No, that's terrifying. That's absolutely terrifying. I don't like to think about it.
Yeah, I didn't even know that till way later because I guess when you're teaching, you don't think to like actually tell them. So, you know, I'm inspecting my boob and I'm like, like that's kind of weird. And then
I'm inspecting my boob.
Well, it's important, viewers, to inspect your body and, you know what's going on. So, you know,
this is also true because if you don't, you know, you might not find something till it's too late. You know, don't want to get into trouble.
You might be pregnant and you realize you're having both our lady and
everywhere. Male viewers because guess what? Common misconception, men can get breast cancer and it's very dangerous. So feel your titties, dudes. Feel your titties.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't want to get too into this, but a lot of guys still don't know how women's bodies work.
No, absolutely not. And the thing is, too, is just because of our, like, sex ed system, too, like, I don't know. I didn't know certain things, you know, but here's the thing, though, is the lots of milk, whatever, whole things. That sounds really gross. I hate myself for that sentence already. I feel like that's not as bad of a thing to not know because, like, here's the thing, like, you know, even if it's one or a bunch, like, that doesn't necessarily directly, like, it all does the same thing, you know, like, there's worse things to not know. Like, I'm not that bitter about not being taught that in school. That would have grossed me out as a kid. Like, a 10-year-old does not need to know that, okay? Like,
here's my thing. I don't remember the exact age where I was really like, what's going on? But, you know, like, you know, young teen or whatever, trying, you know, whatever. And I remember, like, looking it up because I'm not going to ask my mom, like, hey, Mom, is my nipple okay? And then, of course, like, lactating man, like, a lot of pictures came up I did not need to see as a young person, do not need to see now.
Oh,
you know,
God.
It's traumatizing. So if they just told me in school, that would be the end of it, and I would not have to explore for myself. Like, I feel like they think, I'm gonna, not with that, but a lot of topics, like, I'm sheltering them. It's like, no, they're gonna find out, and it's gonna be way worse than if you just told them, because the internet is not safe for a child.
That's terrifying. No, the internet is absolutely not safe for a child. I discovered what furries were at way too young of an age. Shout out to DeviantArt. Today's podcast is brought to you by no.
We should send that guy our weird DeviantArt finds because some of those are a little
that next week segment, weird DeviantArt fetishes. Yeah, because there's
although I don't think I could link those because I don't want to even give them any more foot traffic than they deserve.
No, absolutely not. No, those will not be in the link dump. Because, you know, what if you're a viewer of our podcast and you're under the age of 18 and, you know, you're looking, you know, you're like, oh, what is this link that they were talking about? You know, and you don't necessarily wait till we start to click the links. You won't know that it might be horrifying. I don't want your mom to walk in.
What if someone sees it and they realize, like, that's their thing? Like, I do not want to be responsible for connecting a normal person with all this weird DeviantArt stuff. Like,
no,
you can do that on your own time. I can't be responsible.
Yeah, now that we've gone over that ad, I'm closing the tab so I don't have to look at it again. On the vein of titties, I have another good one. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Seeking a fun female that likes to expose herself in public. Do you enjoy pulling your tits out in public spots? Bending over with no panties in a skirt? If so, contact me. Let's have some fun around town. Maybe snap a few pics or do it just for the fun of it. Contact me if this sounds fun. Age
Who would do
38.
That? Oh no. How would that be your hobby? Like,
I would consider it a hobby. I'd consider it more of a fetish. I don't know if it's like, I don't know if I'd consider it a hobby.
But I mean, the girl, like, she's just alone, like, bending over. Like, if I saw that, I'd be like, sweetheart, are you okay? Like, did you realize what just happened there? Like,
right, my first inclination would be like, oh my god, like, I just wanted to let you know, like, you had, like, a bit of a wardrobe malfunction there, like, just so you know, like, you might want to be careful in the future, you know.
Oh, yeah, I was with my mom and my grandma, and I was wearing, because Taylor and I'm not going to say we're, like, super curvy, but we got a little butt going on, not, like, anything bragging or anything, but anyway, so I was wearing this dress, and it's, like, totally long in the front, and not even that short in the back, but, like, a wind blew it a certain way, and I guess my mom saw my underwear, so one, my mom goes, Marissa, like, your dress, and two, she goes, why are you wearing granny panties? I was like, Mom, what? They're not granny panties, they're just normal, like, cotton cut, Victoria's Secret, like, just normal underwear.
How dare you be 20 years old and wearing cotton underwear, you fucking heathen, apparently.
They're very comfortable, and they're striped purple, okay? There's nothing wrong with them.
I ain't talking shit, man. I ain't talking shit.
You're my mom, okay?
My mom is just here's the thing about that is, it's enough of a problem because clothes are not made for people with, like, any butt at all. So I don't understand.
And we're, like, short. Taylor's 5'4", I'm 5'3". It's not like we have, like, a whole lot of leg or anything.
No,
like,
it's annoying because it's like, I'm not a person that's, like, really weight conscious at all. Like, most of the time I just don't care because I'm 20. I don't have to. Haha, it'll catch up with me later. But for now, so, like, but, generally, like, if I do ever gain weight for any reason, it's, like, that's why I just have, like, thighs and a butt. Like, I ain't complaining about it, all right? I'm rocking it hard, okay? Like, I am a curvy lady, okay? Okay, I'm not, like, super curvy, but you know what I mean. But it means that, like, if you have any butt at all, everything is too short and everybody thinks you're a skank because, like, clothes are not meant for people, like, women's clothes, at least, are not made for, like, different body types. They're just made for one tall, skinny body type. And so, like, if you're wearing any dress that, like, you look at it on the mannequin, you're like, that dress is so cute. Like, I'm going to wear this short dress because I'm going to wherever, and, it's going to be cute and fun. And then you put it on, you're like, oh, my God, I can see half my ass cheeks.
Which is funny because, like, our tall friends, they wear these little short shorts, and nobody thinks anything of it because, they're tall, they're lean, whatever. And then we wear short shorts unintentionally, and it's like, oh, your legs are coming out, like your butt, like, whoa.
And then people it's like, if you have any butt at all, people assume that you're, like, people think that you look like a skank. And it's like, no, you don't understand. Like, my shorts are not even that short. Yeah, it's like my shorts are not even that short just because I happen to have an ass. Like, I'm sorry you don't, okay? Like, it's not my fault that I happen to have an ass, okay? Like,
mid-thigh short. But, no, and I rarely wear shorts, but, like, Taylor is wearing, like, devil's ass crack over there. It's like 1,000 degrees, So if she wants to wear some shorts,
I am. It was like 102 the other day in Long Beach because apparently the universe fucking hates me, but that's fine. Yeah, no, it's brutal. And a lot of the times too is like I'll do the shorts with tights thing anyway, just because I don't like it when you get the thing where your thighs touch, like when you walk, and it makes like a whole thing. And it's just gross and like sweaty and weird. And it's like I'm But yeah, and also wearing shorts and driving my car sucks because the interior of my car is black and the seats are vinyl. So I have like almost burned the back of my thighs getting into my car before. Even wearing like a dress, I keep towels in my passenger seat just so that you know, if I have to get in the car when it's really hot or whatever, I can sit on the seat and not want to die. It's the worst too with like crop tops. I've burned my lower back before too. Because, like, you know, I'll be like, oh, it's cute, I'm going to wear some high-waisted jeans and a crop top. And then I get in my car and I'm like, I have made the worst decision of my life. My lower back is on fire. I hate everything. We keep getting sidetracked.
That's true.
Here's the thing is, like, we're getting sidetracked, like, away from horrible things. So I don't really mind that much. Okay. This one is, like, less horrible. No, like, weird fetish things happening. So simple, pretty simple. Title, Dick Pics for my blog. My blog is awesome and features what I love, men, dicks, and balls. I'm looking for some submissions for my blog, face or no face, doesn't matter, but show the goods. I'll send a link to my Tumblr blog, of course it's a Tumblr blog, to those who reply so you can check it out after I post it. Because you know,
it's interesting because you think Tumblr alone would get
I guess he's just really into dicks.
But no, he wanted to
some
reach
people
out.
Are ass men. Apparently, some people are dick men.
Extend. I know, but that wasn't good enough for him, Taylor. He wanted to reach out and make a dick difference.
There are so many dicks on
different
Tumblr.
Dicks in there. That's what he wanted.
Make a dick difference. Wow. No, here's my thought, potentially, is that maybe that's like his thing, is that that they're specifically taken for him. Maybe that's why he likes it, is because they're taken and sent to him specifically. Like, he doesn't want just any old dick pic. He wants like a dick pic that's specifically for him, you know? And that's what he gets off on, is that like it's special just for him. You know, I am good at what I do. This one might traumatize you. Title, Foot Sniffing Morrissey. Yes, as in the singer. That second part was not in the title, but I felt the need to add yes as in the singer Morrissey, just to get you like a little visual there. Looking to smell some rank, sweaty male feet.
Oh my god.
Make me suffer. You down? I like Morrissey. Do you?
Does he have a build or whatever on there?
That's it.
Oh, whoa.
We don't know how old he is. You know, what he's doing. No. I'm sure he has feet. Maybe that's like...
So, for mine, I decided to read a few titles because I think there's beauty in them.
Sweaty male feet.
And there's so many weird ads that people have to make up like these really creative kind of titles. So, and I'll say them how I feel, you know, like they would be said. First one, 420 plus oral. Male seeking woman, of course. Second one, fun, fit, playful man wants to make passionate, wild, hot love today.
Oh.
This one is my personal favorite. Feed me cock now. Cock swallowing whore. The next one, my lady, my slut. Next one, are you curious or just love fisting? All right, last one, cock bondage. Edging, orgasm, denial, on cam.
What?
I couldn't pick one, and the descriptions of them aren't amazing. The 421 plus oral is okay. I'm single, responsible, work full time, have great purple 420, love to give oral pleasure for hours, and don't expect reciprocation. I'm seeking a nice lady to hang out with tonight and smoke some bowls, and let me give you some fantastic oral pleasure. You will come multiple times. I am respectful, drama-free, handsome, fit, and truly amazing and giving. No reciprocation needed. I live alone and can host or visit. Real and ready. Age 48. 48.
Oh, that's a good turn.
But yeah, the feed me cock one was pretty good. I need some cock in my throat ASAP. So seriously, so serious. Guys only.
Oh my God,
have
I'm, like,
a
crying.
nice big juicy, he misspelled juicy, cock for me, question mark, exclamation point, smiley face. Let me know about it. Make me taste it. Have a pic, please, or don't hit me up. Let's do this. I love to smoke and kick it till you're easy to put big things in my mouth. I swallow too, boys. And I'm saying it like it's spelled also. Okay. So yeah, that's our Craigslist post for the week.
I have no words. That is terrible. Oh no! I just had the like Los Angeles area like thing open, and I was just gonna close the window. I really was just gonna close the window, and then I saw in all caps, "Will somebody fuck my tight ass?" I'm afraid to click it because there's allegedly a picture. Oh, it's a tiny picture. Okay, it's fine. I need a man to fuck me like he hates me. This is male looking for male, by the way. I am very healthy and extremely clean. No STDs, you be too. If right man, then it could be a regular thing. All caps, must have a send picture. A picture or I will not answer. I am serious.
One funny one I saw, it was like missing, Sharon.
Yeah, send me a picture of your dick, otherwise I'm not going to get together.
Looks like this, and she weighs like this, and this is kind of what I know about her sister, and he really misses her. And then the last thing is, I want my dinner plates back. It sounds like this is his long lost love, but he just wants his dinner plates. How could I pick?
That is too funny. Yeah, that list of titles that you read.
Submit it to Momo and be like, here you go. I found some great stuff.
That is a work of art in itself.
Some modern art person, whatever, would put it up and be like, oh, wow.
Can you please? Honestly, right? Just did you hear about that thing where some dude was taking just his he was just submitting art of Suicide Girls Instagram page. He was just a screenshot of their thing. And so what they did in response was amazing. First of all, because I love them anyway, and it's super not fair that this pretentious, as an artist myself, that dude is fucking pretentious, okay? That was selling them for so much money when it was literally just a screenshot of somebody else's photography that's somebody's job as a photographer, is to take those pictures. That's their living, and you're selling a stupid screenshot of somebody else's photography. That's bullshit anyway, first of all. And then, but yeah, their response was amazing, is they put on their website their own screenshots of the pictures, and were selling them for $20 or $30 or something like that at the same size. And I don't remember where their funds were going to something too. I don't remember what. This was a while back, but yeah, they were yeah, you can just buy it directly from us, and it was really funny. Their response was incredible. I had a lot of respect for that, because they could have gone after him and been kind of annoying and, bitchy about it and made it a whole thing. But the way they responded was perfect for the situation, because it showed that the dude was a douchebag, but he couldn't do anything about what they did because it was their work anyway.
Acceptable.
Right? What? Why would you think that that's I don't know. That seems weird to me. Yeah, I once again this week lots of dicks on Craigslist. Here's the thing about this week's Craigslist finds too. I'm still thinking about it because I'm still traumatized about the picture of the lactating that I saw. Because, wow, I did not know it could go that far. Let's just say that should be a fucking Olympic sport, apparently. Here's the thing: is I was like sitting in a restaurant, not like a restaurant, but just this place that I go for lunch all the time. And I was sitting at a table with a couple people, and I was like, oh, perfect. Like, I can just, look up a couple, Craigslist finds this week while I'm waiting for my chicken or whatever. And I didn't know.
Oh, no.
And so naturally, I was just like, oh, yeah, I'll just go to, LA area, whatever, Craigslist and casual encounters or whatever, and just, like, look for some of these while I'm waiting, and I'll bookmark them and email them to myself. And I should not have been doing that in public. Holy shit. So many dicks.
I know you think the dick pic guy would just take all of those, like that I would do.
Right? There are so many dicks that he has to choose from. He can just browse the, like, personal ads. And there's, like, a filter you can put on it, too, to be like, I only want ads that come with pictures. Like, I did that one, like, looking for a car, you know what I mean? But I don't know if I would do that if I was looking for a dick.
Oh. Well, I guess if you were looking for a dick, then you'd have to.
But I guess in theory, like, you want to know what you're getting into, I guess, but still. Yeah, it was...
what would be getting into you?
God damn it.
I'm sorry.
No, it was funny.
Oh, wait, okay, so I went to the pet fair. My mom and my aunt is, like, very interesting character.
Okay, wait, before you start, what the fuck is a pet fair? What does that mean? Is it like the county fair?
No. I mean, they basically have a bajillion dogs and cats wanting to be adopted from tons of different organizations, so...
I want to go to that!
It's super cute. I love it. But it's sad because, like, I couldn't take anything home. And my grandma whispers to me, she goes, Marissa, my mom has 3 dogs. She goes, Marissa, we gotta make sure your mom doesn't take home a dog. And I asked her, my grandma, is this why you came today, to make sure mom didn't get a dog? And she's like, no, like, I was just thinking about it. Like, we gotta make sure. But, so my mom didn't tell my aunt purposefully, because what my aunt does is they give you a ton of free samples, but she go, and, like, she's, if you see her, like me, I have blue hair, like, you're gonna know it's me, like, it's my aunt, you see her, you meet her, you know who she is. So she'll go around once, get her free sample, she'll go around again, and they'll ask her, like, oh, weren't you just here? And she literally says, oh, that was my twin. She pretends to be her own twin just to get a few more bags of free cat food samples.
She even have a cat?
She does have a cat.
Okay.
But still, like...
That makes me feel slightly better, but I guess so. I didn't realize she had a cat. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
The first thing she texts my mom is, did you get me any free cat food? My mom replied, like, no. Like,
No, I didn't get any free cat food because I don't have a fucking cat.
It's so funny because some of the food is based off, like, the animal's weights. Like, certain treats are, like, safer for smaller dogs or bigger dogs. So they'll ask my mom, like, oh, what's the weight of your dog? And my mom, has 1,000 dogs, so she doesn't know which to say. She's like, well, one's, like, 10 pounds and the other 2. And the people are like, okay, here you go, lady. Leave me alone.
Is one of her dogs only 10 pounds? That is the smallest animal in the world.
Baloo, he has to be, like, under 10 pounds.
That's so tiny. I always forget how tiny your mom's dogs are.
So tiny.
That's my family's dog is like 85, 90 pounds. And so I go for a while I was walking Marissa's mom's dogs, and I was, like, blown away by how tiny they were because, like, if they were getting into any sort of mischief, I could literally just pick them up. Like, that's crazy. And their little feet are so tiny, and their little heads everything is so tiny.
Blue got,
I was, like, afraid I was gonna
He got, like, this
them.
cute free shirt from the pet fair, and it's, like, this little collared shirt with little paw prints on them.
That's
cute.
so cute. Yeah, I think my dog wears, like, a child large.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not even kidding either. My brother is, like, super allergic to nuts and stuff, and he always has been. And so there was this, and my mom is, like, into running, so there was this, like, walk for, I don't remember what the specific organization was, but it was, like, benefiting that kind of stuff, like, nut-free stuff and stuff like that, so it was cool. And so my mom was like, yeah, as a family, we should all go on this walk and bring the dog. And so we literally got an extra t-shirt for the dog, and it was like an adult small. And I wish I could find the picture and put it in the link down, but I don't know if I could find it. But yeah, it's the picture of the dog and next to my brother, and they're wearing like the same size shirt.
That's
and
really
it's too funny. And because my dog is so chill too, like you could put her in a shirt, put something dumb on her head, and she just doesn't care. Like she won't freak out about it at all. Like if you put something on her, she'll just straight up ignore it, which is kind of funny.
She chill.
Absolutely. There's a picture of her too, wearing some 80s 49ers gear, like a mesh like half shirt that my dad had, which seeing him in that was traumatizing in itself. And so he put that on the dog and then some 49ers shorts from the 80s.
Oh man.
It was the best thing I've ever seen.
That's what she could wear for Halloween when people come to the door.
Oh my god, right? Because here's the thing too, is he put him on in such a way that her tail was like sticking out the like crotch hole in the shorts, so it was like a tail hole.
Oh my god. That actually needs to be your Halloween costume.
Yeah, I have the pictures. I have the picture somewhere. I can look for it and then I'll try to find it and then put it in the link down. Picture of the dog in 49ers gear, because it's too funny. It is just too funny. I mean, that's one of the props of like having a big dog too, is that we can just put her in stuff like that. Like she can just wear our clothes, and it's fine because she's not tiny.
Oh, so my friend Logan loves memes. Like, she loves memes. And so she loves the Doge meme. And so she sent me this. She was FaceTiming. She's like, Marissa, I found a new meme. And I'm like, okay. So she flips the FaceTime camera around, and it's the Doge, and it just says, straight out of wow.
Oh my God.
And also, so she moved to Oregon with her family, and they were building a roundabout, and someone had went on the roundabout, like a little dirt pile, and stuck up a Doge flag that said, like, much roundabout, like, wow, you know, whatever the Doge says. And it was there for a long time. I do have pictures. I could not believe my eyes. I was like, Logan, did you do this? She's like, no, we didn't. Yeah,
my favorite part of that story too is that it started out with, my friend Logan loves me.
And I told her, I'm like, Logan, you are the meme queen. And she's like, no, I really just only like, you know, certain memes. She doesn't love all memes. She just loves a few of them. And I had to explain to her mom what a meme was, because Logan couldn't explain it to her. Basically, it's just a dumb picture with a dumb catchphrase that circulates around the internet forever.
Her mom, too, is the one that's really into Minions, right?
Oh, yeah. She loves Minions.
Just, like, the thing I remember about that, too, is, because here's the thing. It's, like, I kind of hate Minions, and not in the sense that I'm just like, I hate Minions, just to, like, be a grouch about it. I just am so tired of seeing them everywhere, and I find them annoying. Like, they were cute in the context of Despicable Me. You know what I mean? I was like, okay, haha, they're kind of funny, whatever. And then once I started seeing them everywhere, I was like, okay, this needs to stop.
Yeah, once they're poured down your throat, you got it. You're over it pretty quickly.
Yeah, we were driving through LA. Was it on my birthday?
Yeah.
But it was on my birthday or something like that. We were driving through LA. And we saw so many Minion posters. I think we were there for maybe, was it like 15 or 30 minutes or something, and we counted like 17 separate billboards.
One
with
street.
Minions on them.
Couple
Yeah,
blocks.
literally all on the same street too. And I was like, I don't understand this at all, because sure they can be kind of funny in context or whatever, but I'm so tired of it.
Oh, they're on bus stops recreating like famous art, but with Minions.
Oh, I'm like offended as an artist anyway, because like, what is that shit?
I know, how do they even get like the rights? I don't even know the process they went through just to have a stupid Minion be like Picasso or whatever it was.
I mean, in theory though, because if they change it a certain amount, they're allowed to do it.
Oh, that's true. That's what I learned about. I switched to birth. I was telling you the whole t-shirt thing.
Oh my god, yeah.
I watched a lot of, Taylor and I both watch a lot of trash TV, but I watch a lot of dumb ABC Family, like, bad. Like, what is wrong with you? I remember watching it.
Fun fact, I've actually seen, like, some episodes of Switched at Birth because for a long time my cousin was really into it. So when I went over, I stayed at her house for this, for like a week over the summer or whatever. And she was like watching it, and I was like, what is this show? She's like, oh, it's like Switched at Birth. So I've actually seen episodes of Switched at Birth.
Well, the cool thing about it is I took sign language in high school, and I really always loved sign language and everything. So it's cool because the premise is like two daughters, you know, literally switched at birth, different families. One is deaf, learn sign language, and the other doesn't. They all reunite. But it's cool because they'll have whole conversations in ASL, and like you have to read it, and so that's cool.
I was gonna say, do they subtitle it? I guess they have to, right?
They do subtitle it. Sometimes they don't, because I think, you know, it's like people who are actually deaf are going to know what they're saying. But for the most part, they do, which is really cool. And there's no shows like that. And there's this America's Next Top Model. There's a deaf guy, and he was on Switched at Birth. And I was like, oh, I know you.
Oh, that's kind of, I didn't know that. That's kind of cool.
But it's weird because he's very, like, I think you like him. Like, he's kind of, like, gruff looking. And then
Excellent.
The girl is
Sign
supposed
me
to
up.
be, like, almost in college. So he looks like 40, and then she's, like, 18. And it's supposed to be, like, this normal, like, relationship. Like, oh, you're cute. Let's date. In reality, you're like, huh.
You're like, oh, this is kind of weird.
This is kind of weird. But he's supposed to be a young guy, so whatever.
That's really funny. What, does he have, like, a full beard or something?
He's got some scruff going on, for sure.
That's really funny.
But on America's Next Top Model, there was one episode where all the contestants had to go to like a signing dinner, so they learned a few things, and everyone was finally like, "Oh my god, it's like he couldn't understand us this whole time. Now we know what it's like. How stupid are you? This whole time he has to text on his phone and show you. All of a sudden,
like, did you not understand before what it meant, like, to be deaf?
Man,
like,
that poor guy. But I hope he wins because he is really good.
I have not watched America's Next Top Model in a really long time, but I hope he wins too.
Yeah, he seems like the only like normal person.
Yeah, there was a period where I watched a lot of America's Next Top Model, like, just because over the summer one year they kept showing seasons of it.
Oh yeah, it's a great binge show.
And so I hadn't watched the show in a really long time. And I was like, oh, okay, great. I can watch an entire season in one day.
But as I watch it now, like, the prizes are really diminishing. Like, it used to be, like a 500,000 contract with, like, Cosmo or something.
With Cosmo or CoverGirl or something like that.
Good. And now it's like this I've never heard of them thing. And they advertise phones. Their whole thing is like, oh, look at this great phone. It's the best phone to take a selfie with. So they're taking selfies and they have phones. And I'm sure they can't text or call people with it. So they literally have it just to promote the phone. Which shows
that's kind of annoying.
You know, how America's Next Top Model is not on top.
Yeah, I mean, too, maybe the, like, prize stuff, like, maybe it makes more sense to them. Like, maybe you have to be in the industry to, like,
well, what
understand
I've heard
it, maybe,
is a lot
like,
of the models who win aren't taken seriously because every other model is like, oh, you won some reality TV show, whatever. So it's still hard for them to get in, even though they've won.
Yeah.
And one girl, she's like blonde, I forget her name, but she was in like psoriasis commercial. She's like, I'm a model and my busy life can't be interrupted by my psoriasis,
So she doesn't even have psoriasis? How dare you?
I don't know, but it's like, what happened in her career that she's doing like weird rash commercials? Obviously it didn't work out, which I don't mind. You know, I've had psoriasis, no big deal. It's, you know, whatever. But if I was like a model, I would not want to be advertising. Step up from like work cream, obviously, but
well, because here's the thing too, is remember, it's like that episode of Friends where he does the ad, the STD thing, and everybody thinks he has an STD. So, like,
Joey,
now...
Yeah.
And so, you know, when you do ads like that, like, you know, not that, like, psoriasis is a horrible thing, because I have really horrible eczema, so, you know what I mean? So, like, I totally understand, you know? But it's, like, now for, you know, whatever, people are going to assume that she has psoriasis, and so it might potentially, like, impact, you know, future jobs and stuff, because people are like, oh, she did a psoriasis commercial, like, oh, they might just, you know, not necessarily look into it and be like, oh, that's the girl, you know, the psoriasis girl.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, I found, I didn't find the exact picture of the dog that I was looking for. I found one of her just in the shorts, so I'll put that one in the link down.
Good.
So you can just see, like, the fact that she's wearing full person-sized shorts.
But it's funny because I'm like a child's, large in clothes, and like a child's like 4 in shoes.
How can you wear like a child large? I don't think even as a child, I didn't wear
Okay,
child
kids
sizes.
are really obese now. Next time you're in Target, look in the kids section and hold up the largest size and send me a picture because I guarantee it will fit you.
Okay, maybe you're right. Yeah, because like as a kid, like I'm not like I was never like an overweight kid. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was like an average sized kid. You know what I mean? And they must have changed it because even then, like I was like a child large, and I was not a large kid at all.
Yeah,
like,
I swear our kids are getting
I've
bigger
always
and
been
bigger.
like relatively small. You know what I mean? Like I'm 5'4". Like as a kid, I was tiny. Like
Can you imagine how small Logan was in kindergarten? My friend Logan's really tiny, but like 5 foot.
How tall is she?
I think she got to 5'1" recently. She's pretty excited about that. But roughly like 5 foot. And
is she really 5'1" though? I always thought she was a lot smaller.
I think it's because her whole body frame is tiny that she gives off the like really little vibe that she is. Like up to here.
I guess too. I haven't seen her in person in probably like 6 years.
Yeah,
I haven't seen her in person since like high school. So the last time I saw her, she probably was tinier.
Yeah,
since
kindergarten,
like freshman year or whatever.
Kindergarten, you're what? Like, I don't even know how tall you are, but she looked 2. In kindergarten, she was half of my size. And she does look really young. She always complains to me that she can't get laid because everyone thinks she's underage. And even her mom is like, yeah, we just got to get you a shirt that says, like, I'm legal. Like, check my ID.
I'm legal. I mean, I wonder, too, if, like, she should just, like, maybe if she put on, like, heels or something and she was taller, maybe, because, like, I know
she does her makeup and dresses a certain way,
because I know some people that are, like, that are very slight, you know what I mean? But they still look, 19 or 20. And so, like, maybe it's because she's not very tall that people think she's, and combined too, with like, her
Logan
slight frame.
We always are just like go out in pajamas and like whatever, don't care. So yeah, she's just
they probably think she's your little sister.
I know. They do. But she's fun if you go to Marine World, they let you on all the little kid rides when you bring her along.
I bet she never pays full price for anything because they think she's a child.
Yeah, she definitely could get away with it, so...
She's going to get carted at bars for the rest of her life. She could be 85, and they'll be like, are you sure you're 21?
Yeah, she doesn't drink or anything now, but yeah, if she ever does, it's going to be some trouble. Even so, they'll probably be like, no, I don't believe you. Like, you need to leave.
Oh my god, that's, like, so funny.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen her in a really long time, but that's, like, what I remember about her, is just being small.
Yeah, she was definitely always very small, in especially, like, middle school and everything. And considering she just hit 5'1" this year, like, she's obviously just barely still growing. See a little bit.
The doctor said I was gonna be, like, 5'7", okay? They lied to me.
Sue those bastards. I don't think they ever told me. I never really asked. I didn't know that was a thing they provided.
Well, here's the thing. The assumption was based on the fact that my mom is, like, 5'6", and my dad is, like, 6'2".
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Or he, like, he was, like, 6'1" or 6'2". Now he's, like, 6 feet because people shrink or whatever. My brother is taller than my dad now.
Oh,
and so the doctor was like, yeah, you'll probably be tall, because your dad is super tall.
So tell me about this car he traded his car for.
Oh, okay. Fucking hell. Okay, so my family's really into classic cars. Like, that, it just is a matter of principle. Like, my dad's always been really into it, so my brother and I grew up into it. Like, we used to watch the old Dukes of Hazzard TV show all the time because of all the cool cars and, with the Charger and Daisy's Roadrunner and stuff like that. And so, did she drive a Roadrunner? Yeah, I think it was a Roadrunner. It was like a 71 or whatever, but it was cool. I haven't seen the show in a long time. But yeah, so I personally drive a 79 Firebird Trans Am. My brother drove a 73 Charger. Super badass. But the thing is it broke all the time. Because when he bought it, it was like a project. Because it's really hard to get into Chargers because they're so expensive. And so he bought this car, and it was, a project, and it ran for a long time, and, they worked on it a lot and stuff like that. But it just became too much to fix because the way the 73 is it's like, it's very much, I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's very much like a one-off year in the sense that, like with my car is a 79, so the 80 and the 81 are all very similar. So if I need to, I can use parts from the 80 and 81, and they'll work in my car. But with the 73, with the Chargers, it's very much a one-off year, so he can't use stuff from the previous years or the later years. And so it meant that parts are hard to find, and Chargers are expensive anyway to fix. And so he finally sold the car, which was kind of sad for all of us because we really liked it, but it was just like a mess kind of, and they needed to replace the engine, which would have been like $2,000,
Right.
and the car is not in the state that it is. It would have not necessarily been feasible for us to spend that much on the engine. Like, it's better for somebody that knows about it to be able to restore it. So he sold the Charger, and he bought a fucking old Beamer, and it looks like a turd.
Oh no, you have to send me a photo later.
His new car looks like a red turd.
Oh no.
And he went from something so cool to a literal flaming turd. Because he really likes it, so I'm like, wary of talking shit, because he's really into it, and he thinks it's really cool, and like, my brother's 17, by the way, I'll throw this out there, okay?
17-year-old boys, as we know, don't make the best decisions in life.
Right, and here's the thing, the thing is, he really wanted, like, a manual car, and so, he's really happy about it and stuff, so, like, that's cool, and I understand why he had to sell the Charger, you know what I mean, but it's... Yeah, but I don't necessarily like it. It's not really my style, because I'm more into the muscle car vibe. But I was talking to my mom earlier. My mom is like not sure how she feels about it either. But, it's his money from selling his car. He can do whatever he wants. He's really happy with it, and it works. He can actually drive it to school now and stuff. Whereas before, his car would break down all the time. He'd drive to school in the morning and have to call me over the summer to come pick him up. Because and so that was hard for him. And I think it was hard for him to say, because the thing is like, not many people get to drive their dream car, and I do right now, you know what I mean? So it's hard for me to sympathize in that respect, but, that was not necessarily his, his dream car. So he really likes the 69 and the 70, of course, and 68, of course, because everybody does, but, so... he's not necessarily that bitter because, it would be more sad if it was actually like, the car he really wanted. But yeah, so now he drives a brick. Apparently it's really fast, and that's mostly what he cares about, and it's a manual. So, but it does not look nearly as cool sitting on our driveway, let me just say.
Oh man.
It's, but I can't really fault him because he thinks it's cool.
Yeah, as long as he's happy, but I can definitely feel the...
Yeah, I was like, how dare you sell that car?
How dare you betray our family?
That is
You've
so
disgraced
cool.
our family, son. It's over.
Yeah, it's over, man. It's over. Oops. I don't know what I was doing. I was trying to, because if we record the podcast via Skype, because I'm in Long Beach and Marissa's in the Bay Area, and so sometimes we have like minor technical difficulties.
Yeah, we're still working out the kinks, obviously.
Yeah.
Sure, you one viewer can tell.
Yeah, right. And so I was trying to click over to our little, recording thing, to see how long we'd been recording for, and my computer decided that it was, like, a good time to freeze, and I was like, how about no?
Yeah, how about nah?
Nah.
Nah, man, nah.
I love the fact that the word nah is, like, a thing, because it's just so much more casual. Like, I don't know, it's just funny because sometimes no is so harsh. But
Nope.
nah is funny
Nah,
every time.
Yeah. Oh, remind me, what's your costume? You're gonna be Storm for Halloween?
Yeah. I'm gonna be Storm at Disneyland for Halloween this year next week. On actual Halloween, I think I'm gonna be Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service.
Oh, that's so cute. That's gonna be really cute.
Hopefully. The thing is, though, is it's hard to find.
It's gonna be cute. Okay, girl, relax.
Thanks, man. It's hard to find stuff that's like that's like the dress. Yeah, because the thing is, I don't want to buy just a costume dress because I know it's not going to be that good of quality and stuff. So I'm trying to find a dress that's like just an actual purple dress, so that I can just wear that, and then like that like dark plum color or whatever. But it's hard to find, especially now. It'll be easier because it's starting to be fall, but everything was so summer, and so everything is like, oh, light colors and pastels. And while that's great, Kiki does not wear pastels. Her dress is like a dark plum. But yeah, so if anybody knows anywhere where I can get a dress like the one from Kiki's Delivery Service that is not a costume dress but an actual dress in dark plum, please let us know in the comments or send it to our email, please.
At us. My voice, still waking up.
What's going on with your voice? What just happened?
It's just like it's coming in and out. Whatever.
That was terrifying. Speaking of terrifying, I finally started Supernatural. Because everybody's been telling me that I really like it, and everybody tells me that I remind them of Dean, which I didn't fully understand until I started watching the show, and I was like, oh no, I really like that car. Oh no, I really like that song. Oh no, I am Dean. So everybody had been telling me that I remind them of him. Yeah, that's English is hard, guys. And I didn't really get it. I was like, is that like a good thing? I don't know. I'm okay with it. But yeah, so I finally started watching the show. I was wary about it for a long time just because some of the fans online are insane, I've discovered. Shout out to Tumblr. But so I was like wary about it. I was like, I don't know if I want anybody to know that I'm watching this. Like, I don't know if I want to be, in the same group as these crazy people. I was like, aren't they supposed to be brothers? Why are you writing fan fiction about them?
We'll have to read those on a later date.
I really don't want to. I've been traumatized by...
All I know about the show is they like pie.
What?
Like, all Tumblr's told me that they like pie. That's all I know about it. It's like, keep your eye out for pie, I guess.
I don't think I've seen a single pie. I'm on, like, episode 5, though, so maybe that's why.
I think it's later. Yeah, let me know how you like it, because I think...
I'm only on, like, episode 5, but I really like it, honestly.
Because when you're telling me at first it's more scary, and then they kind of go into more, like, comedy, playful...
Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's what somebody told me. Honestly, I kind of like it. I like sci-fi stuff anyway. Also, speaking of TV shows, I finally watched the finale of Sons of Anarchy. I hadn't watched the last season because I just had work all the time. Like, holy shit. You watched the last season, right?
Yeah, speaking of that, I found a Craigslist that I totally forgot about until right now, Misconnections. Jax from Sons of Anarchy lookalike in work truck thinks I'm cute. Hi, I was driving a Honda hatchback, with blah, blah, blah. Around this time you drove, you made eye contact. The second time you drove by, you said, you're so cute. I tried to catch up, but traffic was too thick, and you must have exited before the bridge. This is a long shot. But could you imagine you meet someone that looks like Jax? Like, I would try so hard to find that guy, too, okay? And then
I might resort to Craigslist
it's signed Lust in the Fast Lane.
All right, that made it dumb.
But anyway, yeah. And now they're making like a prequel. I don't know how you feel about that. I don't know
how I feel about it either, because I love the show a lot. I think it was really great. And I don't want to give any, like, do any spoilers or anything for anybody that hasn't watched the last season or wants to watch the show, because you absolutely should. So I definitely would recommend. But yeah, I don't want to give any spoilers or anything. Even if you just want to
watch, like, attractive guys, that's good too. You'll like it. Don't worry about it.
Also, the story is good if you just like good TV. Like, I don't want to, like, make it seem like, oh, you only, like, watch it for the eye candy, haha. There's a bunch of definitely attractive people in the show.
It's a win-win for everyone. Either you're going to love the plot or you're going to love how attractive everybody is. Like, it's something for everyone in the family.
My God. But, yeah, I think it's good. Definitely would recommend. But yeah, I don't want to give any spoilers or anything, but the finale fucked me up, so that's fine. I'm still recovering.
Yeah, that show is... You really have to watch it and then take, like, a mental break and process and then go back.
Oh, absolutely. I, like, had to take a break between seasons because I was like, there's too much happening and I'm sad.
Oh, an actual real news story I saw was... University of Texas. Students to carry sex toys to protest campus gun laws.
What?
I guess they get in more trouble if they're showing, like, a dildo than a gun, and I guess they're annoyed about that, and so it was, cocks,
that's
not
actually
Glocks.
Really scary.
Yeah, so their thing is cocks, not Glocks. So there's photos of, like, this girl and, like, this big pink dildo.
Cocks, not Glocks. That's the best thing I've ever heard.
Right? Like...
That's amazing.
Sign me up for that. Man. Oh, man.
That's amazing.
World's a scary place.
Yeah, right? Like, no crap, ifs, man.
Or buts.
Yeah, I don't want to get, like, super political on this podcast just because it's, like, whatever. It's, like, a comedy thing. But the fact that... Like, I hadn't really thought about it, that they get more in trouble for having, like, a dildo than a gun. Like, that frightens me as, like, a woman, because men are scary.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know. I don't want to get, like, super political about it or whatever, but, like, shit, man, I didn't really realize that. Like...
Yeah, that's terrifying. I didn't either, and I saw the headline, and I was like, are they fucking with me? Click, and I was like, oh, God, they're not fucking with me.
They're not.
I mean, I guess with all the sex toys, I don't know what could happen, but the article was true. And, yeah, I wanted it to be like The Onion or something, like, stupid like that.
Man, don't we all? The Onion is so funny. My favorite thing about The Onion is when people don't realize that it's, like, a joke news website.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, what is this? I'm so offended by this news headline because it's making fun of my Republican people. And it's like, what do you, like, this is not real news. Like, what are you talking, like, first of all, Fox News is more of a joke than The Onion, okay?
Yeah.
Like, but it was just, like, it makes me laugh so hard when people post things on Facebook and they're like, what is this news story?
That must be the dream, to work at The Onion, come up with, like, whatever you want that's kind of mildly funny and have your boss be like, okay, sure, sounds great. Write up your fake article about it. You have to do no research at all, no citing sources.
Right? That's absolutely the creative writer's dream.
It really is. It's really
Oh my god. That is too funny. I know, I never really thought about that before either, how much fun that would be. Because, like, I mean, just as, like, a general principle, we just talk about nonsense all the time. So it must be even better to do that as your actual job.
Yeah, it's like working at Lifetime or something as a screenwriter, like, okay, you're not making the most serious shows, but write whatever the hell you want, and they're not going to check it. It's always, like, the unauthorized, X story or whatever, so they don't have to make everything detailed.
What were we watching, too, when we were in San Juan? Investigation Discovery. Man. I don't know if... I'm assuming, like, most places in the U.S. at least get Investigation Discovery as a channel, but if you don't, it's like a channel about, like, crime shows, I guess, to a degree, but it's more of, like, the exaggerated recreations of crimes. It's not like CSI. It's like what was some of the shows?
One is like Killer Kids or Killer Kin, and you know, I mean, think of Snapped. Everyone knows Snapped. It's like that, but the shows are way more intense. The crimes are way more heinous than just wife killing her husband. Like, we were watching one, The Black Widow, where the woman, both her first husband and her second husband died of, like, the same thing. And then she tried to kill her own daughter to make it look like a suicide attempt and frame her by admitting that she killed her father and her stepdad. And it was, like, so intense. And we couldn't finish it, so we had to go home and, like, look it up and figure out what happened.
I forgot about that. We were trying to get ready to leave, and we didn't want to leave because we had like a 9-hour drive to go back home, and we didn't want to leave because...
What happened? Yeah, what was going to happen? We didn't know. And the grandma was like, I can't believe my granddaughter would make that up. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
And then the girl was like, what, 11 by the time this happened? Because doing the interview, she was like, you know, 20s or something, so I think
she was probably like 20 something.
So we
like
just
early
assumed
20s
that was her age.
maybe.
But no, she was like a young girl. Her mom was like, "Oh, come like have some booze," and then she drugged her. Like,
yeah,
whoa,
I remember.
You think your mom
that
is bad.
The girl was like weird because she was like weirded out by it because she was like, yeah, like I came home from school and you know my mom, you know, kept saying that, you know, oh, we should drink, we should get drunk. And wouldn't you be weirded out if you were like, I think she was like 15 or 16 maybe at the time or something like that. And if you came home from school and your mom was like, let's get drunk, would you not be weirded out by that if she'd never done that before?
Weirded out. Especially because I understand parents being like, oh, like, try a sip while you're safe, you know, have a drink just so you know. But yeah, let's get smashed, kid.
Let's get shit-faced, sweetie, yeah.
Yeah, like, what? And then, yeah, so then she came home the next day and the mom was like, let's get drunk again. And the girl was like, I don't know. I don't think so. I don't feel great. And the mom was like, no, we have to. And the girl noticed it tasted weird because I guess she took a whole bottle of, like, Valium or some kind of pill like that and crushed up the whole bottle and dumped it in. So it looked like she tried to kill herself.
I don't care if your mom or is telling you to do it. Would you not? Why would you keep drinking? If you're like, this tastes weird, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't care if it's your parent. If it does, like, stop, you idiot. Like, what are you doing?
Oh, man. Yeah, so anyway, I recommend it. It's really intense. Like, you'll binge on it for, like, days, and then you can't, like, I haven't watched it in a while because I watched too much. And Chris Hansen hosts one. Jerry Springer hosts another one. All these different
the Jerry Springer one is so good.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, that woman that stole gnomes. Or no, angels from cemeteries.
Oh, yeah. She, like, okay, so she went around and she stole angels from cemeteries. Like, you know how some people, I don't know if it's a religious thing or what, but some people put, like, those little angel statues on the graves of their loved ones or whatever who have died. And so this woman would go around to cemeteries and she would steal them and she would keep them all in her yard.
Yeah, her front yard.
And I don't know what the deal was with that or why she kept them in the yard. Because I remember somebody, like, I think the reason that she got caught was because somebody recognized their angel in her yard. Yeah. She just kept them all outside.
It was a policeman. I guess his wife's mother had died. And his wife kept going and seeing that her stuff was being taken, which shows you how often she would go to the cemetery, and the wife was pissed that her mom just died and everything she was putting was being stolen. So yeah, then she finally saw, like, that's my angel, and they called her police husband, and the police husband was like, okay, like, what's going on?
Didn't they see the woman at the cemetery too? And was that a different one where there was somebody and they confronted her about it?
Oh, I think so.
And they were like, what are you doing here? What are you doing? Like,
so yeah, we highly recommend you check that out.
Yeah, absolutely. Investigation Discovery is a gem. And the thing is, too, is because the stuff is pretty cheesy, it's something you can watch at night, and it's not one of those shows that you don't watch at night because it's scary or whatever, because there are definitely some shows like that are too real, too close to home. You're like, okay, I don't want to watch this at night. It's freaking me out. But this one is cheesy enough and the recreations are funny enough that you can totally watch it and, like, by yourself at night, and it's not a problem at all.
I'll have to look up that specific show. But yeah, she, like, stole angels, and the next one was, like, a guy who loved drinking pee because he thought it would make him youthful.
Oh my god, I forgot about him.
So like they're like weird stories, but they're not like serial killer
And
stories.
didn't he
Some
craft
things
a
are, but yeah, that
thing
one
and he
specific
put it
show is just,
underneath like the
weird.
public toilet, and he was like collecting pee from like young dudes?
Yeah.
It was so weird.
And nothing sexual at all. And he literally just thought drinking young people's pee would make him like live forever.
Oh.
But I think he had to register as a pedophile eventually, or a sex offender or something.
I think he might have had to register as a sex offender. I think.
Which, of course, you and I know it wasn't sexual. But yeah, what a freak.
I would be weirded out
Either
nonetheless, because like, you know, you can't help but wonder like if he feels like it's not working, like what's the next step? You know what I mean? So that's why it's
true.
probably a good thing to put the sex offender thing there, because like at the time it wasn't like a sexual thing, you know, but what if he like, because obviously he's a crazy person, you know, like what if he, you know, it wasn't working and he felt like it wasn't working, like, and so he needed to do more to try to be young again, like, you know, who knows what the next step would have been there. And didn't they like arrest him multiple times and he just kept doing it?
Yeah. I think he stopped for a while, and then he just, you know, had to do it, and then he got in really big trouble. It's like, okay, this isn't even your first offense, drinking strangers' pee.
Now that should be on an episode of My Strange Addictions. He and that woman who drinks her own pee should get together.
Oh, yeah.
We could just have like a pee party.
Plus, the dumb thing to me is, like, I bet you if you posted on Craigslist, like, hey, I'll pay you $100 for your pee. Like, I bet enough people are desperate enough for money that they'd be like, okay,
hey,
I'll
do you
want to
know a paying for pee fun fact?
Of course.
Yeah, I was gonna say the answer to that is yes. So I'm gonna tell you anyway. In ancient Rome, the way that they would bleach things to make them white again, like clothes and stuff, was with pee because of the ammonia. And so there was a special person. I don't remember what the name of it was. It's in Latin. I don't know. I know more Greek than Latin, but there was like a person, and they would wash the clothes and stuff. And so what they would do is they would just like have a thing out in front, and so it was like a thing, and you would pee, and then like if you happened to have to pee as you're walking by or whatever, they would pay you for your pee.
Oh man, I would sign me up for that.
Yeah.
I wonder, like, how do they whiten teeth with pee?
I don't think they cared. Because and the reason too is because another ancient Rome fun fact, I'm also a classics minor, was a lot of this was true in ancient Greece as well, which I know a little bit more about, but their breads and stuff, because of the way they ground the flour, would have like sand and stuff in it. And so if you look at skeletons from classical Greece and classical Rome, a lot of their teeth and stuff were broken because of the fact that there was these sands and stuff in there. That's a nightmare. In their bread, yeah. And so just over time, it would wear down and break their teeth. And that was part of the reason that people died so young, is because of that, they were really susceptible to infections and stuff.
Wow. We would die so early. We need so much bread.
Right? I would die. Yeah, I would die early anyway, because I would just have asthma and they wouldn't be able to deal with it. They'd be like, "Oh, that sucks." Because ancient Greece and Rome especially were very smoky places, because you know, if you were doing any cooking inside and stuff, everything was done with wood. So I would have died like at age 4 probably.
On that note, we reached about an hour.
Yeah. On that really upbeat note.
Really upbeat note.
Speaking of ancient Rome, yeah, no, I guess we have, haven't we? I guess it's.
Once again, hope you liked our weird tangent thing. I'm sure we'll figure out whatever in the future. So have faith in us. And yeah.
Oh yeah. Questions, comments, concerns. If you have a complaint, write it on a piece of paper. You know, fold it up into a nice maybe paper crane, shove it up your ass, because I don't care.
Cough it out, and then just eat it again, and like let us know how that worked out for you. Go talk to your local ass man. I forget what his name is. Proctologist. There we go. And,
but yeah, you know, questions, comments. If you have a Craigslist ad or a weird news story that you want us to talk about, a super weird, you know, news story or Craigslist ad or whatever, definitely email that to us. Our email will be both
because we just look locally.
in the video and in the description. But I'll tell you now, in case you're listening to this and not watching it, it is thebroadcazt@gmail.com, broadcast with a Z. So it's THEBROADCAZT, thebroadcazt@gmail.com.
Really cool.
Yeah, send us your weird news stories. Here's looking at you, Florida. It's your time to shine.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Here's to you, Florida.
Email us if you have any weird shit that you want us to talk about. And we'll probably talk about it. Weird Craigslist ads, send those our way. Hopefully they don't have any horrifying pictures of dicks. But if they do, I might forgive you, depending on...
the severity of dick.
Yep, the severity of dick.
Because, like, last week, the little sneak peek, like, that was okay.
Yeah.
But, yeah, anything a little more gruesome.
If it's a lactating nipple, don't send it to me. I'm tired of lactating tits. Please.
Keep it to yourself. Send it to your mom, your grandma. We don't care. Just don't send it to us. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Or, just make the subject of your email lactating tit. And I won't even open it. I'll just delete it.
But we will. Yeah. Anyway, so have a great week, whatever.
Yeah, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world listening to our nonsense. So, see you guys next time.